uh, yeah, I think everyone agrees that dark nuts are definitely better off on. It's much easier if the dark nuts are on the overworld. I've heard differing opinions on whiz robes. They're kind of annoying no matter where they are.
And we are off and running here, and we've got an interesting start screen here. I say interesting because it's close enough to start that it's really not going to affect too much of your routing, but it's also at a spot where you can up A as soon as you get a candle and get a lot of locations, specifically Candle Row.
Yeah, and slight route divergence, but they seem to already be reconverging. We've got a money-making game, and Vanilla Start is a shop. We've got keys a little bit below vanilla price. The cheap bait is a little expensive.
Yeah, I know, but I ain't paying $66 for a piece of steak. But now we have the route divergence coming on here immediately. We've got Shatty going off to the left here. This is the way I tend to play. I like to get a lot of the stuff here by start out of the way, especially if I'm here early. Kingdahl opting to go over to the right side of the forest here. And I like this play from Kingdahl as well because it's going to get him to 3 Armo statues. And those are, it's a 60% chance of finding that free item.
Ooh. Definitely, and on Shatty's side, we saw the medium secret. It's only 28 rupees. That is not very good at all.
No, but what is very good, we have our first item sighting. It is, in fact, the lovely, the wonderful Lord Banana, aka the Wooden Boomerang. It is our white sword item over in the cave. Speaking of white swords, how about that Armos item?
Oh, yeah. That is nice. So, you were talking about being able to find a candle early. With the white sword as the Armos item, they can afford to take the extra heart from the Take Any caves because they can just grab a blue candle from the wood sword cave.
Yeah, absolutely. That's huge for 2 reasons. One, it is a sword. Number 2, it is, 2 HP worth of damage as opposed to 1. It is going to make going through the dungeons a lot easier. And as we have seen so far based on the overworld, it looks like we're getting whiz robes in the dungeons because we haven't seen them yet. We've seen Toll's voice on the overworld, we've seen Blue Lionel's on the overworld, but we haven't seen whiz robes.
Yes, we also find the magical sword over at the Lost Hills Armos. And now we've got the letter and our first Take Any. Kingdahl taking the candle. He doesn't know that there's a free sword over near the lake.
Nope, not having that information, picking up the candle there is absolutely the correct thing to do because it's going to give him an item to play around with. It's going to give him a way to burn the forest. And good thing for him, Blue Octoroks, or one of the Blue Octoroks anyway, only has 1 HP, so the candle's going to take him out. Yeah, so far we've come up pretty empty on our exploration. We found the white sword item as the boomerang, we found the magical sword, and hey, we've got some HUD clipping action.
Yeah. Shatty finds Lord Banana, but with the white sword already in hand, he's probably not as concerned with the boomerang because that's a good thing to get early. Though it is still a distance weapon, and we don't know what enemies might get down to 0 HP. And we have our first dungeon, level 7, up in the northeast corner, and here's another one, level 5, over at Monocle Rock.
Yeah, no, this level 7 for Kingdahl is great because as you can see, he found a rupee boss. He's going to go ahead and up A in the room after picking up the rupees. So what that's going to do is it's going to trigger the rupees to respawn, but he's still going to be able to get them. So he's getting himself up to 20 rupees there. He also managed to get a bomb drop from that room. Also a very, very nice thing to see. The best thing he can see right here, though, is that candle is going to take out the Zols without splitting them. That's the best news he could have right there.
Yeah, Yes, and Shatty finds an early staircase, but it is a transport. Now, level 5 will always have at least one transport, so it's not necessarily a segmented dungeon.
Nope, interesting thing to look at here. We do have Tektites in the underworld, but more importantly, we've got teleporting Tektites in the underworld.
Yeah,
That means they have.
I was going to say, are they still teleporting even when he's hitting them with a white sword? That is the full +2.
Yep,
Those
and
are 3 HP Tektites.
Yeah, and the other thing to take a look at is we found yet another one of the transport staircases there. So I'm not sure if Shatty took the first transport staircase or not. If he did, then we have a segmented 5. Then we have a segmented 5.
Yeah, I think. And we've got a cheap bomb upgrade, but still not cheap enough for Shatty to pick it up this early in the seed.
No, absolutely not. We have some Lost Hills being checked out over by Kingdahl. Did one of my favorite screen scrolls there, the Lost Hills rep, and that is a great screen scroll. Not as beneficial here in Randomizer, but in the vanilla game, oh my, that screen scroll saves you so much time. Also, we got some beefy bones here. Stalfos taking 2 hits from the white sword as well. And is this going to be the item this early in 5? No, we got...
No, that is a transport staircase, so we definitely do have a segmented 5.
We've got a triple segmented 5 then, if I'm reading this correctly.
I'm not sure. That second staircase you saw might have just been going back into the other end of the first one. Not sure yet, because when I saw his mini-map, it didn't look like he had been to anything that wasn't connected on the map, so...
No, fair enough, but yeah, we definitely have at least a 1 segment 5, and hi there, Blue Land Molas, how are you? And so Kingdahl also picking up his white sword now, so both of our runners are going to be nicely equipped. And hi, Goma! This level 5 is being just, it's a little teasy there.
Oh, but a bomb hole opened up when he up-aired.
Yep, so...
And we've got the bait block, but it doesn't look like that's blocking much of anything.
No, but that bait block is telling, because did you see what the monster guarding the bait block was?
Yeah, that's a Wizrobe.
And that monster is going to be replaced by something in the dungeon, so we know hiding somewhere in here there's Wizrobes.
Yeah, that's true. We hadn't actually seen any Wizrobes in here yet. And we have a level 8 sighting on Kingdahl's side. Shatty's in another potential push block room. This is going to be the item?
No, this is going to be... This is the triple segment. We've got a triple segmented 5.
Triple segmented 5.
Oh my, this is quite something. Kingdahl finding level 8 here is a great thing, because 8's going to have 2 items. It's going to be a bit busy, and yep, there's a triple segmented 5. That's a lot less exciting than I really wanted it to be. It's kind of bland, actually. It's just triple segments, that's all.
Yep.
Yeah, as I was saying with level 8...
Kingdahl dealing with a room full of blue dark nuts.
It's like level 5, but not.
Whoa. Looks like Shatty is very nearly full cleared this level, but he's still, I don't think, has run into the item, and he hasn't run into the Triforce. I'm wondering if this Triforce is in that room with the Goma.
It could very well be Goma blocked here. I mean, always fun for Goma blocking. Yeah, but as I was saying, Kingdahl finding level 8 here. Level 8's going to be a bigger dungeon, but the good thing for Kingdahl here is the fact that 8's going to have 2 items. So finding an item here is definitely going to be a thing. And yep, hey, there are those Wizrobes we saw earlier, or we heard so much about.
Yeah, and this will probably be the item room.
Yep, it is the only room we haven't come across yet. So Shatty, so far, getting really lucky with the spawn rates, getting Stalfos as opposed to the Wizrobes.
Yeah, he's leaving, and it looks like the Stalfos are dominating this room.
Oh, wow. Over on the other side, Kingdahl finding the
Kingdahl
first
finds
item in 8.
Any
But I'll raise you see your any key and raise you the bow.
yeah, Shatty's. So if that Goma is blocking the Triforce, that means that the item, the dungeon's item, is needed for the Triforce. I always love seeing when you need to find the item in the dungeon before you can get its Triforce.
Yeah, no, that's definitely been that's partially how some of the vanilla game works, and that's how they like to do it in the vanilla Zelda games. But you don't get to see it too often in rando, so when you do get a chance to see that, it's really fun.
Yeah, it happens. I know at least in First Quest, it happens twice in the vanilla game. The ladder, of course, blocks off the rest of 4, and the recorder is needed to kill the boss in 5.
Yeah, absolutely. And Shatty here does opt to pick up the blue candle from this Take Any cave. And I don't necessarily like the call there because we do know there's that free blue candle from the wood sword, but I understand it because at this point you've got a weapon, you pick up the candle, you don't have to dive into open caves anymore. You can just go out and full on explore and not have to worry about it. So I understand it. I don't know if I necessarily would have done it, but there's a reason I'm not in the tournament anymore. Right, so the thing with Shatty is over here, he is going to come across level 7 very, very soon, because he's just going to go right up here to the letter cave now. He's coming in here with a sword, so he'll have at least a little bit better chance to explore than Kingdahl did. He's going to pick up bombs right here in the first room. I believe the issue is we were ladder blocked over here, so we're going to have to take a look and see what we get. Yep, it was a ladder block. Okay. And speaking of segments, did you see the mini-map over on Kingdahl's side?
Yeah, that is definitely a segmented 8 then.
And we have a hint there telling us that the boomerang is the white sword item. Thank you, Mr. Merchant, we knew that already.
Shatty picking up a heart from another Take Any.
Yeah, well, at this point, that's pretty much what he's got to pick up. He doesn't necessarily need hearts for anything more than staying alive, because you don't necessarily need to pick up the magical sword, although it is in a very convenient location to level 5, so if we pick up the recorder, we can absolutely come back and do that. But at this point, hearts are more of a convenience of life than anything else, because we're not going to need it for the white sword item, we're not going to need it for the magical sword. So again, hearts are just a, hey, I'm going to stay alive longer thing.
You heard it here. TG said that we do not need the gourd banana.
No, I said they don't need Lord Banana. I did not say I don't need His Holiness.
Of course.
Oh, wow. How did Shatty dodge that Lionel beam? How? That's some really, really nice fighting up there on top of the waterfall by Shatty. Doesn't get rewarded with anything too great, but that was some beautiful, beautiful fighting there.
Yeah, and it turns out that Blue Candle was pretty cheap anyway. We find another Blue Candle / Blue Ring shop right near start.
Yep, Shatty's going to come across level 8 here in a minute. Kingdahl getting himself a medium secret. The only other thing we know for sure is Shatty got the hint telling him that Goma is on Death Mountain, which means level 6 is up there, so we know we're going to have to head up there at some point. Interesting thing here is we found all the big levels. We haven't found 1, 2, 3, or 4 yet, which are going to be the easier ones to explore. And there is also the any key for Shatty, super early any key in level 8. Yeah, the any key, especially early, is something great to pick up because resource management, especially keys, can be a huge factor later on in the game. And not having to worry about it, especially this early, means you can just forego a good 60% of room drops in dungeons at this point because it's just keys. So yeah, it makes exploration so much easier. All right, Shatty gonna have to be careful here. 1 heart in the Dodongos here. This Dodongo room is very... Oh! There's what I was talking about. Yeah, that room without the ladder is very, very difficult to maneuver around because Dodongos, they don't care about water. They just walk where they want to walk.
Well, according to the Oracle games, Dodongos can swim.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, and according to that room, Darknut's like hugging Link.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far we haven't had a lot of good things coming. We found the bow in 5. Like I said, we found a lot of the bigger dungeons, but aside from that, we haven't found anything really worth sinking our teeth into. All right, now we're getting our first foray up into the grave area. Hey! So...
Wood Sword Cave.
Yep. So, just a little fun fact here. We thought we were going to get all 3 swords underneath Armo statues, but no, we got 2 swords under Armo statues and the 3rd one under a grave, so technically you had to push things to get all 3 swords. That's acceptable. Also, hey, which way to the One Direction concert? Shatty here, coming across some very good news so far. We have had a lot of increased HP enemies, but those red Darknuts, which can drop bombs, only have 2 HP, which is the decreased version, and that means they are going to go down to 1 hit of this white sword.
And Shatty finds the dungeon heart container for 8. That's the first one we've found.
Yep, Shatty opting to say discretion is the better part of valor. I'm going to come back to 8 later, especially because it's so close to start. I like that call. Kingdahl also found a Take Anyone You Want and picked up his first bonus heart container over in the grave area. Alright, so we've got Death Mountain being explored here. There's a decent-sized chance that we're going to find a couple of dungeons up here. We know we're getting level 6. And, hey, we've got a full max rupee count here by Kingdahl. So if he comes across a blue ring, I would expect him to buy it. We've also got ours, another Take Anyone You Want from Kingdahl, putting him up to 5 hearts. And hey, there's level 5, as Shatty is doing some exploration using the Any roads as his conduit of choice. And we've got some hints. close enough to start that you could potentially justify saving and retrying to get some information, because these are mixed hints, so there's only a 50% chance you're going to get some good information off of those hints. And the bunny was stuck in the hole.
And we've found level 4.
Yeah, level 4 is a good one to find for Shatty here, because it is, it's a smaller dungeon. It's going to be a lot easier to explore. Kingdahl is also up here in level 6, which we knew was up here on Death Mountain. So that's, really nice to get, some of these dungeons out of the way to know where they are. But 4 is definitely the more exciting one to find here. But we're ladder blocked. The thing to note here, that Shatty can go into this room to the left and bomb up, because level 4 is connected on all sides unless there's a Zelda's room, a old man room bombing from above, or a corridor staircase, so he can do exactly what he just did and continue on through.
I thought that was only levels 1, 2, and 3.
Nope, 4 can play it as well. Although there's a good potential chance we are ladder blocked here. Shatty's going to have to go back down to that first room, where not the first room, but the grid room there, because there may be some more wall masters in there for him. It may end up being that is a staircase. Nope, turns out there wasn't. So yeah, level 4 is definitely ladder blocked. Shatty is going to have to be careful here, because he has only got 1 bomb, and we know there's some more exploration to do up in Death Mountain. So the biggest thing for Shatty that he could be doing right now is he could be setting himself up a count to get more bombs, or he could be trying to hope and pray that he gets a random, and looks like we're going for the random bomb. And hey, Kingdahl is going to pick up our first Triforce of the match over in level 6. It's unfortunately, though, a Y-Force. Alright, so you see Kingdahl opting to nope on out of level 6 right now. Having the Triforce, I like this call, because 6 can tend to be one of the bigger dungeons, and there is no necessarily need to go back here yet. We do know where it is if we have to come back. It's pretty easy to get to from any roads. Not super easy, but it will at least be, better than having to walk all the way around. So I would definitely be doing the same thing that Kingdahl is here. You got the Triforce out of 6, just get enough out of dodge.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. We found another Take Any cave. Is that all 4? I think it is.
That is all 4 of them, yes. We know where they all 4 are located. So this is interesting. We found levels 4 and 6 up on Death Mountain. We found levels, 5, 7, and 8. So we're still missing level 9, but more importantly, we're missing levels 1, 2, and 3. We've checked the Dead Woods through Kingdahl, so we've got the forest left, and after that, we're looking at having some blocks to find some levels here. Recorder, Raft, or Power Bracelet. So that's something to keep in mind.
Forest and the coast, right? I don't think anyone's bombed the southern coast.
No, true. That tends to be one I forget. We have like the forgotten spot. To me, I tend to forget the coast more than the forgotten spot.
And now Kingdahl finding level 4, but he'll soon find that there's not a lot he can do here just yet.
Nope, not at all. The good thing about level 4 being up here and having to come back to it, though, is if we determine something we need's in level 6, we're pretty close to it. Oh, super lucky drop there for Kingdahl. Was bombing the wall to get through to the next door, and kills the random fire and gets the random bomb drop. I want that luck.
Yeah, that's it's nice.
Yep, Kingdahl coming to the same realization we already knew. 4's ladder blocked. Shatty opting to spend the 7 rupees above normal to pick up a 4-pack of bombs. I mean, you've got the money, you might as well. And there is Kingdahl with the blue ring purchase, so that is going to double his defense. I'm actually impressed he managed to keep all that money bombing through some more caves there. Didn't find any of the door repairs. Alright, so now we're going to be getting our first burn of the forested section as Shatty is, increasing his wallet size. And hey, look at that for Kingdahl. I'm going to spend all my money on a blue ring and immediately get rewarded with a large secret.
Yep. And Shatty picks up a large secret as well. And Kingdahl's going to take advantage of that to buy some arrows. And it looks like Shatty's doing the same thing, but Shatty already has the bow. So he'll be able to use those arrows right away.
Yeah, I like that purchase there by Shatty. It's going to make all these overworld pulls voice a lot easier to deal with, and it's going to give him a ranged weapon, as you can see, just machine gunning down these blue gorillas.
Yes, and we still haven't seen the Triforce in 5, even though Shatty had been in every room in the dungeon, so again, those arrows might be needed to beat the game, especially if silvers are in 9.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, you were right about the coast. We found level 9 down there and level 3. Coast turning into... Oh, hi, Triforce.
Yeah, and quick Triforce, but of course Kingdahl's going to pass that up to look for the item.
Which is probably right here.
It could be.
That would be awesome if it was a 3-room 3. Nope, there's the... And of course, typical. Because the game loves to do that. Yeah, for those of you who haven't played Zelda Run Randomizer yet, expect that a lot. Walk in, find the Triforce, next room compass. The game loves to do that.
Maybe this will be the item room.
It could also potentially be a staircase to a segment.
Yeah, that is a possibility as well. Unless there's some bomb holes. Oh, looks like it's not even a push block, so there... And sure enough, there is a bomb hole to continue in this dungeon.
Yeah, and that's something with bomb holes is the more you play this, the more you tend to realize that the correct answer when trying to play Find the Bomb Hole usually is bomb up. After that, it's a little bit of a gut feeling thing, but bomb up statistically is usually the right answer.
Oh, I agree. Probably some of the biggest trolls I've ever gotten were levels where you had to bomb back down onto the bottom row to get a staircase.
Oh yeah, that is the absolute worst. Although, speaking of being able to bomb down, as we have a penalty toll room here, but with the key, it's not going to make with any key, it's not going to be a huge deal. Fred has been talking about making it so that when you enter a dungeon, you enter from the top. That's going to change how things work a lot.
Yes, I had heard that, and it certainly will make things interesting.
Yep, so Shatty opting to kill that Wizrobe room that Kingdahl did not, and he was rewarded with a heart container. Kingdahl, on the other hand, has found some Blue Land Molas who are, quote-unquote, giving him the business.
Yep. And leaves, finds a room full of red Tektites instead, but he's still gotta be careful, even with Blue Ring, because he's only got half a heart, and Tektites can move kind of erratically.
Yep, unfortunately, it looks like this Blue Land Mola room is the answer to the problem. And Kingdahl opting to use bombs, and yeah, no, you're not going to win that foot race. Don't even try it.
Yeah, now that's the type of room where I'd like to have a red candle.
That is a room where the red candle comes in ridiculously huge, as Kingdahl's going to opt to go ahead and pick up the Triforce, and Shatty opting to up A and pick up the Triforce. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think we're just going to get a Triforce pickup. We may come back in and try with full hearts, or we may leave. This is interesting.
I was thinking he's just doing it for the health refill. He's going to go back in and deal with all those Landmolas.
No?
But no, it looks like he's leaving, maybe.
Yeah, interesting choice there. 3 is, I mean, I understand with the Wizards and the Landmolas that 3 isn't the most attractive place to be, but I don't know if I'd be leaving 3, because we haven't found 2, we haven't found 1. 3's a pretty easy dungeon, you've explored most of it. I don't know if I'd be leaving 3 like this.
Yeah, but maybe sometimes you just gotta trust your gut.
Oh, that's a huge hint for Kingdahl. Purchases the one hint he can afford, telling him the bow was in 5. Wow.
Yeah, and Shatty already found that bow, but it looks like Shatty's going to purchase the hints, or maybe not purchase them. And we see the item on the coast finally. It is the vanilla heart container.
Yeah, absolutely. But both of our runners opting to leave level 3. That's just crazy.
Yeah, it is very strange.
Yeah, the especially interesting thing now is we're coming up to, there's not a whole lot of places left levels can be. I mean, we've burned pretty much everything we can burn, so... I mean, here's level 1 over here in the Armo statue, so, I mean, that's good. So level 2 is the only thing left outstanding, but...
And, say it's probably better to find level 1 than level 2. 1, because it has 2 items, but also it might have a hint to 2's location.
Yeah, 1 is absolutely the correct thing to come across here. And
Ooh, yeah.
That's a great find for Kingdahl. That's an even better find for Shatty, as he opted to pick up arrows instead of saving for a blue ring. Super, super, super rewarded by picking up a red ring.
Yeah. And in the next room, Kingdahl finds the Triforce, but he'll look for the other item. Close to start.
We have a power bracelet block.
block.
That's a power bracelet block, because we've explored everything else around start, so we do in fact have a power bracelet block here. Wow. Yeah, and keep in mind, when the game here gives you the hint of close to start, it's not talking about where you started the game. It's talking about the vanilla start screen. So if you take a look at our map below, you can see where the vanilla start screen is, and you see those sort of colors there. That's that weird sort of browny beige color. It's the 2 screens to the start screen, the 2 screens above it. the right 2 screens above that, the left 1 screen above that, and the power bracelet slot 3 screens to the right of start, those are the areas that define close to start. So that is what we refer to when we mean close to start. Every section in this game on the overworld has a location that it is related to. So that's definitely something, if you start playing this game for the hints, you are going to want to know.
The compass, but the 4-drop item is up, and we find the map. So everybody, name that ink blot.
Oh, come on! This is the first time it actually applies to the joke, but that's actually a cactus.
Oh my god!
It's actually a cactus.
It really is a cactus. it is. This isn't even a meme. That is an actual cactus.
And there's your boy, the red candle. So funny thing about this seed is you get the white Sorkin from the Armo statue. If you prioritized your Armo statues, you could have ended up with the red candle super early as well.
Yeah, it's so my prediction could not have been more wrong. It looks like both the boomerang and the red candle were just sitting in very easy spots, and the white sword was too. So this is the items that are being tricky to find, though, are the required items.
Yeah, no,
other
absolutely.
than the bow, we haven't seen ladder, we haven't seen power bracelet, which we know is required. We haven't seen raft.
Not required, but we haven't
not required. We
No.
haven't seen recorder, which may be required.
Yeah, no, this is quite the interesting. And Shatty, now with the red ring, going to make another reasonable assault on level 3, which is the absolute correct call here. Alright, so Shatty's going to have to make his way all the way back up to the penalty room, and going to have to bomb right as we've seen. And hey, Kingdahl picking up another heart container. That 10 count by Shatty. And Kingdahl is over here in level 5. He knows he's going to have to explore this dungeon fully because the bow is in here. Now, the interesting thing we're going to get... So the interesting thing here is if it turns out that the Goma does block the Triforce, I can't remember if Shatty picked up arrows or not. I mean, not Shatty, Kingdahl.
They both did, yes.
Yeah, so we're going to be able to see if that Goma is the answer to the puzzle here.
Now, we know that he actually had to bomb down in that room that he just came out in order to find the bow.
Right, but as we said earlier, bombing down is not something... Holy, teleporting Tektite there! Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
I have no idea what that even was.
I think it teleported off screen.
Yeah, Tektite's like, no. This is how you screen wrap. Yeah, there's that red candle coming into play, destroying the blue landmos, absolutely wrecking them. So we've got some super keys over here, as you can plainly see. And there is the map, and Kingdahl's going to discover this thing's a monstrosity. Shatty now, you'll see Shatty doing this thing. He's upping. He's going to he's debating whether or not he wants to continue on here, and looks like he's going to opt to not continue. Bombed everywhere but the spot he needed to bomb. Unfortunate for him there, but looks like we're heading back into level 8 now. Eight is not the worst call here, as we've done a little bit of exploring. We know it's not a difficult enemy set, and now that we have red ring and white sword, it's just like, yeah, you know, come at me, bro. And of course, in addition to that Goma up in the top corner being an option, we have a four-headed Gleeok, because why wouldn't we have a four-headed Gleeok? And 8 rupees short of a bomb upgrade for Kingdahl. That's got to be a little disheartening there. And you have some brilliant work there by Shatty, getting through all of those dark nuts here in this staircase room, using the iframes to walk by them. That was very, very well executed. Kingdahl here, putting that red candle to all of the use, not only on those blue land molas we saw earlier, but the Stalfos as well. It is nice to have a repeatable source of damage like that, where the enemies will just walk into it constantly. It does make killing things, you know, like ropes, like Stalfos, a lot easier. And now we are in our bow room here, and Kingdahl opting just to say, I've got, you know, white sword, red ring. I'm just going to stab the ever-loving heck out of these blue wizrobes. I don't care that they're blue wizrobes.
Yeah, and he gets a nice fairy drop, make it a little easier, and he's got pretty good health now. And he will pick up his bow.
Yeah, but holy crap, Shatty picking up the map in level 8. Wow, that's big!
Yeah, and we do indeed have just the one segment, but so that's that first staircase he found just took him to another part of this really big main segment.
And there is the Triforce in level 5. Was not Goma blocked as we initially thought. It was Land Mola blocked.
It was blue and Mola blocked, which is probably even worse.
At the time when Shatty was in here, absolutely, because there was no good place to try and kill those things from. So yeah, Blue Land Mola blocked, definitely worse than Goma blocked.
Indeed.
Oh, and by the way, since we didn't name it already, or do it already, chat, you all know the drill. Name that ink blot. Kingdahl making his way back into level 7, which we know was ladder blocked from up here, so we're going to try a couple of bombs and to see what we get. Aside from that, you know, who knows?
Yeah, that's,
Oh, no, we got a bomb hole. We might have some work here.
Okay, that's good. And I think he forgot already that it is, but with sword beams he can get right back out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. Having sword beams in that when you get trapped into a ladder room there, that's, you know, always nice. But yeah, this map turned out to be a huge boon for Shatty here, as this 8 is gigantic, and there are lots of places you would not think to bomb here. This is one of them. Looks like we may have our second item here. This definitely could be a staircase, and nope, just a troll. So now here's something to think about, CCX. You saw Kingdahl had to bomb left there in level 7. Level 7 feels like it could be a ladder block. What if the ladder's in 7 and you have to bomb around?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, the level of troll... Ooh, we've got some beefy Goma.
Yeah, and also this is a Goma blocking a shutter door. We might still... I was about to say we might still have our Goma block after all, though. Depends on, suspected... Oh, no, there's another bomb hole, so he doesn't have to take that passage stair just yet.
Yeah, the amount of bomb holes that we found here in 7 has been great. Kingdahl has been bombing pretty much exactly where he's needed to. And, Goma creeps with the magic boomerang, so Kingdahl leaving level 6 when he did, huge. Absolutely huge.
And we have the compass and a staircase. Is this going to be our item, or is this the other end of the passage stair?
It is the item, and it is something we need. It is the power bracelet, so that's going to unlock level 2. You know, this also opens up a fun point. What if level 2 has the ladder? Because that still means you had to go all around town and get the power bracelet out of 7 before you can get the ladder. And I like Kingdahl picking up the... Come on, show us the map, show us the map, show us the map. Oh, we just wanted bombs. Damn it. Oh, hi Gliok, how are you?
Yeah.
Now, Shatty coming across the second item in 8, we've got ourselves the recorder. So the dream is still alive of ladder in 2. You know, the ladder's either in 2 or 3 at this point.
And we've got the, we don't know if we actually had the Goma block, because there was that staircase. We might have just been able to get past that Goma by taking the stairs. And Shatty picks up the Triforce in level 8.
And Kingdahl beelining it to the power bracelet spot to get level 2. But yeah, because we've seen both items in 8. We've seen both items in 1. We know the ladder can't be in level 4 because you need the ladder to progress in level 4 unless we're missing something. 5 had the bow, 6 had the magic boomerang, 7 with the power bracelet, heart container, boomerang, and white sword as your overworld items. Ladder is in either 2 or 3, so one of our runners here is going to come across that really, really soon. Shatty digging back into 3, Kingdahl going ahead and digging into level 2. However, Red Ring proving to have some, pretty nice dividends here in 2, as we've got a lovely little Fireball Blue Wizrobe room. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? And hey, we have a nice early Triforce find for Kingdahl. That's nice. Unfortunately, he's still going to have to kill every room he comes across. The danger of level 2 is, of course, it is one of the 2 levels that has a floor drop item. It's the only item in level 2, so he's going to have to start killing rooms. We are going to get a map here. You guys know the drill. Name that ink blot.
There's not really much to it at all.
No, it's really compact. I mean, just like really, really compact. But Shatty did find his path through level 3. He's going to come across this blue Landmo room here. This is more than likely going to be the item here. Let's see. Yep, it is the item. So Kingdahl did die in the item. Holy crap, that's a lot of Wizrobes. And holy crap, who somebody called Silver's in 3?
Silver arrows!
That's crazy. So ladder's in 2.
That does, yes, I was just saying, that does probably mean that ladder is in 2, and you had to find the bomb hole in 7 to get that, ladder.
Yeah, that's actually, as awesome as it is to find the silver arrows, that was probably one of the worst things Shatty could have found there, because in his mind, level 7 is ladder blocked. In his mind, he knows level 4 is ladder blocked. In his mind, he's going to Death Mountain to dig 6.
We know via hint is just the inferior model.
Yeah, that the silver arrows, the absolute, not necessarily the absolute worst thing, but one of the worst things we could have found here. So at this point, we are about 50 minutes in. We don't necessarily need a full item recap, but the thing to note is there's the ladder. That's the big thing that was hindering this seed. But you needed to find the bomb hole in 7 to get to the power bracelet, which led you to the ladder in 2.
We actually can do a full item rundown now.
We don't know. We do. There are 3 items still outstanding.
Yes, we do.
Oh, Raft is
because
in 4, you're right.
one of the items we're missing can't be in level 9.
Yep, you are right.
We do know all the items.
Yep. Go ahead.
We have, in level 1 is the red candle and the red ring. Level 2 is the ladder. Level 3 is the silver arrows. Level 4 is the raft. Level 5 is the bow. Level 6 is the inferior model. Level 7 is the power bracelet. Level 8 is the any key and the recorder. The ladder item on the coast is the heart container. The Armos item is the white sword. The white sword item is Lord Banana, which means by process of elimination, level 9 has the wand and book combo.
Always fun when you see both of those in the same level. The unfortunate thing for Kingdahl here is he hasn't got the silvers out of 3. So he's probably going to dig here in 8. He's going to be rewarded with the recorder. He's then going to go back to 4, probably dig around 4, find the raft. Then at this point you have the option of do you go into 9 or do you not? He's going to wait level 3 out until the last possible moment because 3 is what you're going to go whistle to get to 9 because they're right next door. And hey, you thought level 8 was big. Hi, I'm going to see your level 8 and raise you level 6.
Level 6 is pretty big.
Only 34 rooms, no big deal. Yeah, so Kingdahl does have the compass, so he knows where to generally look. The question's going to be, of course, does he stick around to try and find himself a recorder? No, he doesn't have to stick around to find the recorder. He's going to walk right by it here. That's huge. Taking a very, very nice path to the recorder. That's going to make his transport back to level 3 easier to get to 9. That's probably the best thing he could have found there because if you're not walking back to 9, if you're recording to 3 and you're still looking for silvers, you are absolutely going to check it. Yeah, that was a blisteringly fast return to level 8 for Kingdahl. Probably the best he could have hoped for. Now we're probably going to see a whistle to 6 to get to 4, or he can go up Tuple and take the any road. Either one of those could potentially be the way to go. Looks like we're going to take the warp path here, and there is the inferior model for Shatty. He's got to be thinking, what the heck is going on now?
Yeah, because in his mind, the only dungeons left. I mean, he has to know now that the items in 2, 4, and 7 are the power bracelet, the raft, and the ladder, because none of them can be in 9. So he now knows the items in 9, same as we do.
Right. The thing is going to be is he now knows something's up with 7 because he knows 2 is power bracelet blocked. He knows 4 is ladder blocked. So he knows there's something funky with level 7. So he would have to go back to 7 at this point after he's done exploring 6.
Yep.
And going back to 7 isn't the worst thing for Shatty here because he does still have to go back and get the Triforce out of 5. They're both right next door to each other here. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing. It's just the fun part's going to be exploring that massive 7. Hey, we've got the map of level 4.
Yeah. And we've got more Tektites teleporting through walls.
Because of course we do.
Yep, and Kingdahl is, Kingdahl is looking for... He's clearing out all those rooms, probably looking for the,
Yep, we're looking for a Triforce here. It's the
Triforce, yeah.
Yeah, the only thing we're looking for.
Or the compass to find its location.
I mean, hearts wouldn't be a bad thing. You have the recorder. You know Magic Sword is 1 toot away from level 5. You're not going to be upset to find a heart container.
Yeah, and he did pick up the heart container in this dungeon. He's up to 11, which means he has a 40% chance at mags.
And apparently Dig Dogger, like half the country, hates country. And I agree with Kingdahl here. No need to bomb those Dodongos just yet. And there's the compass. He's going to go in here, going to find the raft, not going to have to pick it up. But that compass was huge. He now knows what he has to avoid and can just beeline right there. Unfortunately, it's probably fastest just to kill these Dodongos anyway. Of course, it's Dodongos, so they're never going to cooperate. And of course, they drop bombs in the room.
And with that, Kingdahl has all 8 Triforces and is ready to go to 9, but hopefully he'll think to check 3 again before he heads in.
At this point, 3's the only dungeon you don't know the item out of. Wow, he's gambling on 9.
He's heading straight to 9.
That's a risky
kind of
call.
Understandable. I mean, 2 and 3 chance, but on the other hand, 3 is a small dungeon. Just get that out of the way so that you know that you have to be checking staircases.
Yeah, that's a ballsy call there. Like, you know the only dungeon you haven't looked in is 3. You've explored all of 3. You know where the item room in 3 is. You died in that room. There's no need to gamble on finding items in level 9 when 3 is right there. You whistled to it to get to level 9. This is, I don't like this call. This is going to open the door huge for Shatty. And hey, look, we've already got an early Ganon.
Is early, yeah. If Shatty manages to get through these dungeons quickly, and this is still a race, because if Kingdahl's searching 9 for the items, it doesn't find them, and doesn't find the hint that the silvers are not in 9, level 9's a big dungeon. You could be searching a long time And that'll give Shatty plenty of time to catch up, but he's heading back to 4 first. He thinks
I mean, it makes
there's
sense.
something he missed in 4.
I mean, he's up here. It makes sense he would try and see if there was something afoot at the Circle K. He was right up here. He knows he can't get to 2. So once he realizes he's completely blocked here, he's going to have to head back to level 7. But again, the interesting thing for Kingdahl is you find that super early Ganon. At this point, just because you know where Ganon is, I leave 9. If I haven't already, I'm like, okay, the one dungeon I need the item for is right next door. I'm going to go check it out. Because on the off chance, it's the silver arrow. Exactly.
Point something out. Oh, no, he did the save. I had noticed he had saved before, and I thought he was going to hit the retry to get all those bombs back, but he ended up hitting save again. So now he's down to 2 bombs. And he's going to kill those red gorillas to pick up more.
Yeah, but now it looks like we are definitely heading back up. He's probably going to stop by 5, pick up the Triforce on level 5 first, then go figure out what did I miss in 7? Yeah, so Kingdahl doing checking his mini-map strats here, and the interesting thing is going to be, if he kills this room and that door doesn't open, he's also going to know how to get to Zelda. So at that point, you have the, do I search 9, do I not search 9? You're in a bit of a strange conundrum. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because it's not...
The door does open. And this room has 2 shutter doors, so that next room's not going to be Zelda either.
Yeah, the other interesting thing here for Kingdahl is that when you go into level 9 and you are looking for silver arrows, what you want to do is you want to take every staircase you come across because you want to eliminate as many options as possible, so that way when you finally come across a staircase, you know where you're going. So that's something you want to do absolutely, and Shatty did find the bomb hole he needed.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like this is just a lone room, what LOZ Cards fan would call a Stouff staircase. And Kingdahl is
Probably
out of
realize.
bombs. I think that is actually going to get him to level 3.
Yep, the out of bombs realizing I don't have any place to bomb right now. Let's go check level 3. I know there's wizards in here that are going to be pretty easy to kill. I know I can get some bombs from them. Him running out of bombs, probably the best thing that could have happened to him right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shatty going to go ahead and take this, or see the transport staircase, which we know, based on what we've seen, that transport staircase will actually get him in a pretty good location. It'll get him 1 room up from the, 1 room below the power bracelet and 2 rooms above the Triforce. Yes, I was memorizing maps. No, don't judge me. Or what is it? Don't at me, bro. Yeah, so Kingdahl now going to come across the room he needs to come across here in just a minute. He's going to go ahead and blitzkrieg the blue land molas and be wonderfully rewarded with the silver arrows. And good thing for Shatty is he's going to have a compass in the room with the power bracelet, so that is huge. But the biggest thing here is Kingdahl getting his silver arrows. He knows where Ganon is at. It's just going to be a matter there of, okay, where's the princess?
But that whole time in level 3, he still does not have any bombs.
Yeah, but that could be a thing here because, not having any bombs, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take the path and you're going to be forced to take a path that doesn't require you to bomb walls. So it could very well lead you to what you need. It could, lead you away from what you need. But it is something you need to keep in mind, and resource management is huge.
Not to mention, he's got something else to worry about right now. He already found the path to Ganon, so now that he's got those silver arrows, he's probably just going to take care of that.
Kingdahl killing those enemies there, looking to get a heart drop, which he does. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, here's the pig. However, this room is an interesting fight for Ganon. I am okay. There are a lot of people who don't like this room because there's not a lot of maneuverability. I like this room because it gives you defined places to stand. As you can see, Kingdahl getting an absolutely beautiful stun lock as Shatty has finally found level 2.
And compass is right there, but of course he's got to go a bit deeper into this dungeon in order to get the item.
Or you can go right here, take the path straight up, find the ladder, and call it good. It's a 5-room 2 if done correctly. But there's your Goma block.
Yeah, but not the wood arrows required as I previously thought, because silvers were easily available. Well, easily, as in they were guarded by blue and molas, but they were in level 3.
But yeah, that was a super, super fast level 2 for Shatty. He's going to have to do the same thing with 5 and the same thing with 4 if he wants to have a chance here. Because right now, the big advantage that Kingdahl has is he's already in 9, he's got Ganon dead. He's just looking for the princess. And that's a huge hint for Kingdahl. Going right, finds out the kidnapped awaits in the northwest of Skull, so he now knows there are only 16 potential locations for Zelda. That's going to be the 4x4 grid in the upper northwest, underneath the columns L, E, V, and E. So that is a huge bit of information for Kingdahl.
Yeah, and that hint was waiting right near the start of the dungeon that whole time.
The one good thing about this return trip to level 5 for Shatty, he has enough money for the bomb upgrade.
Yep, and it is the vanilla 4 bombs at a considerable discount, only 80 rupees.
Hey, that's 20% off.
Yeah.
Shatty is going to have to be very careful, though. He is using his silver arrows very, frivolously. Yeah, Shatty is going to have to remember the way to go in 5, though. He seems a little dazed and confused. And yep, that's not the staircase we were looking for. this is the staircase we were looking for. And speaking of staircases we were looking for, we may have to kill a Patra to progress in level 9, because why wouldn't we? So that Patra is going to give us a staircase, and where's it going to lead us to? One room north. But it does give us some more exploration into the depths of level 9?
Yeah, we're in the northwest.
That Goma in 5 dropped the compass.
Oh, that Goma was... Yeah, I had noticed that we had been missing both the compass and the Triforce itself.
That's funny. I like that. So that room that Kingdahl just left, the Goma room, he might have to kill that because, you know, this is a staircase room. And Shatty, I like what Shatty's doing here. He's up here, might as well. Let's check, are we at 10 heart mags? We do not get a 10 heart magical sword. Good Wizrobe fight there from Kingdahl, and yes, that is a staircase. Is it an item, or is it? It is an item, and of course, it's the book.
Of course.
Shatty gonna go ahead and pick up the map right here, so we know he's gonna go pretty far up to the tippy top to get the Triforce, but going right here, this is the same thing I'd be doing, so I agree with this play 100%. Now, the one thing to keep in mind here over on Kingdahl's side is you see the hint telling you to go to the northwest. You get it in your mind that you have to go to only the northwest. You sometimes can get that tunnel vision and forget that there could be a way you could have to get there from like the southwest, the northeast, things like that. So that's a dangerous pitfall to fall into when you get that hint saying, so you know where her location is, and you just tunnel vision yourself into, I need to get over there, and not think about, well, maybe it's a staircase I have to get to.
Yeah, well, the natural reaction is to first try to get there any way you can, and if you're having trouble finding ways, then you start taking staircases.
Yeah, absolutely. But it just becomes one of those things where you get yourself locked into this tunnel vision of, I need to get to the northwest, I need to get to the northwest, I need to get to the northwest. And I know I fall victim to it is, wait a second, I need to get to the northwest, but maybe I have to get there through the southeast. Okay, that's funny, considering Kingdahl just found the book and gets the hint saying book 'em.
Yeah.
I might find humor in stupid things. But Shatty is going to come across the compass here, going to know what's going on. He knows the raft is in here. He gets the compass. He's like, yep, bye, Felicia, I'm gone. Gonna go bomb some Dodongos, and we all can't wait to bomb some Dodongos.
Meanwhile, Kingdahl is out of bombs again. And Shatty picks up his final Triforce, so he will be ready to go to level 9.
Yep, Shatty gonna go ahead and whistle to level 3. So this now, level 9, doing level 9 things here. We have ourselves a race, because Ganon wasn't too far into the dungeon. It's just gonna be a matter of which one of our runners finds Zelda first.
We are back on the west side, but looks like this is a room that Kingdahl has been in before.
If I remember this, but yeah,
Maybe
Shatty beelining right up north. He's going to find Ganon almost immediately. This is huge. Yeah, Shatty there. You see Ganon over there giving Shatty a little bit of the business. And there we've got ourselves a stun lock. Both of our runners getting very, very beautiful stun locks on Ganon. So that is very nice there. So both of our runners now have defeated Ganon. It's just a matter of which one of them is going to find Zelda first. I have to think that potentially Shatty not having the hint about Zelda being in the Northwest could be an advantage here because he's not going to just try and force every bomb over there. He's going to let the dungeon take him where it may. So this could turn out to be this is going to be a very, very interesting finish.
Yeah. Shatty's not really sure what to make of this Lanmoa room.
I like making Lanmoa pie out of that Lanmoa room.
And Kingdahl finds another staircase, but that is the wand.
Yep, he has no need to pick that up at this point in his mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, this room right here, this room that Shatty is in, it helps be able to do exactly what he just did in Clip, so you don't have to worry about entering and exiting. That is a fantastic clip there.
Yeah, but looks like Shatty is just ignoring staircases altogether. So if it is a magic staircase, which not sure if it is or not, but Kingdahl attempts to force it over the other way hadn't been having that much success. This might still favor Kingdahl.
Yeah, but Shatty has no reason to take staircases right now. He is just trying to find Zelda, and if he keeps doing this looping path, he's going to eventually get himself where he needs to be. So I like this call of not taking staircases right now until you absolutely have to. Once you get to the end of the line, like this room, for example, with this Patra, if there's no other way to progress through, then you kill the Patra, then you take the staircase. But there's no reason to take staircases right now if you don't have to.
And it looks like you can bomb past that Patra.
And we know that room he was just in that he bombed up to was where that staircase took him anyway. Yeah, so those bombs there were huge for Kingdahl. I mean, it is going to be a matter of, is resource management now is what this is coming down to. And Shatty is now going to go get that hint saying in the Northwest. So it's now both of our runners are on equal information ground. Kingdahl has much more of level 9 explored, but the information ground is equal.
So the door opened right away, and I got a little excited. And then I'm like, "Wait, we're not even in the right section. That's just a room with no enemies left in it, other than bubbles, which don't stop a door from opening."
Nope, that's perfectly fine. And both of our runners now also have the map, which is going to be very interesting as well. And Shatty, you have the map. You can't bomb up there, buddy. There's no room.
Yeah. And these runners are not terribly far from one another. Oh, now they are, sort of. I'm wondering.
Yeah, this from what we've seen so far, this is definitely feeling like a magic staircase situation.
Yeah, I'm thinking that that Shatty had the chance to snipe it, and I think he might have let it get away, because I suspect Kingdahl realizes that it's a staircase now, and he's probably going to head for that open spot in the northeast, and I'm thinking that might be one of those staircases Shatty passed earlier, might have been the one up in the northeast corner.
Yeah, it looks like both of our runners are heading up there. So this is getting very interesting. Kingdahl's about a room ahead. The difference right now is Shatty does have 2 bombs to play with.
Oh, and yeah, they're in pretty much the same rooms.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Oh, Kingdahl is going further west. Oh, no, neither of them seem to be heading for that northeast. Ah, right, because Shatty hasn't checked a lot of these staircases.
Yeah,
so.
Shatty's going to go ahead and check the staircases he hasn't checked yet, which is going to get rid of the sink that we had. You know, taking a look at this map, you know where Zelda's going to be, don't you?
In that L column 3rd row?
Yep, the one little spot where you only have one way to go. And now Kingdahl going to go ahead and continue his way back through. We may have some interesting information here. We are heading back to the northeast, so... Alright, let's see if this is what's going to be the answer.
I think it might be. This is that, Ooh, but you can't actually... Now, he's got to realize that there's got to be some other way in there, because the logic never forces you to block clip, so...
Correct, so that tells us there's a magic
another way to that northeast corner.
Right, that tells us there's a magic staircase that we can access somewhere else to get us up there.
Not a magic staircase. Shatty first entered that turnstile room from the other side. It's a bomb hole that Kingdahl missed.
Was it? Oh, is that right? It is a bomb hole. You are correct.
Yeah, I think it was he has to bomb north in the 9 column. I think it was 4th row to get to the 3rd row. Maybe it was one higher than that.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. Shatty and Kingdahl both now are out of bombs. Shatty does pick up the wand, though. Wand is going to be huge because, as we've seen, it could come down to killing Patras.
But and Kingdahl picks up some more bombs, but he's in what I believe is probably the wrong part of the dungeon. Oh, he does find another bomb hole.
Well, that is good. Finding bomb holes is good. There's only one room he's going to have to take a look at here, and that is, of course, this room to the left of the Patra. So let's see if it's going to be down here or if it's going to be that room up in the far northeast that Shatty is probably beelining towards right now. And there's the compass. We called the location. We called it.
Yeah, but yeah, there's that bomb hole.
Yep, but this is not going to be the staircase Kingdahl needs. It is a shutter door. Yep, this staircase right here.
This right staircase.
That puts us in the area. Oh,
yeah.
More Patras!
And it is a Patra. You said the wand could be big because it could come down to killing Patras. And hello, here's a Patra.
Do you want to kill a Patra? Oh no, Patra wants to kill you!
Patra wants to kill... Oh, but Kingdahl is out of bombs again, so unless this one staircase is helpful as well. Where does the staircase go?
Oh, right next door!
Oh my god,
This
that
is
could
crazy!
be...
No, we need bombs!
No, that's not. That's too far. So, that's not it. Not unless you can bomb north here, but he doesn't have any bombs.
No, oh my! This is crazy! Neither one of our runners have bombs. Kingdahl opting to go get some bombs here.
Yeah, but we don't know that Shatty needs it anymore. It could just be kill that Patra and the rest of the path is clear, because we haven't seen what's beyond that Patra, and I'm pretty sure that staircase Shatty found that led to the Patra is the one.
Yeah, but Kingdahl doesn't know that. As far as he knows, he's blocked out of getting that staircase in the northeast. So
well,
he
hasn't bombed open though. He hasn't bombed open the in row 3 column, not the 9 column row 3 to get to the to those 3 rooms up there.
And there's the bombs for Kingdahl. Gonna whistle his way back to 3 now to get to 9. This is a race.
Yeah. But looks like Shatty has the advantage here.
Yeah, so the thing is, Shatty doesn't know where Zelda's at. We do. Can we bomb?
Right.
Can we bomb?
Oh,
Shatty, get bombs!
Yeah.
Bomb one!
He needs a bomb! He needs a bomb!
This 9 is ridiculous!
And that just swung it back towards Kingdahl if he bombs the right spot.
If he can bomb up, oh my god!
Oh, yeah, if he can bomb up, because he's found what he thinks is the right spot.
No, we can't bomb
That doesn't bomb! No, Shatty has the path, but...
Oh my god!
Kingdahl is so close, he just...
This 9 is ridiculous!
And Kingdahl's down only 1 bomb, and we know he needs at least 2 to get there.
Oh my god, this 9 is so crazy! I can't even right now! But yeah, big thing for Shatty here. He went out and he has 8 bombs now, so it's going to take something crazy for him to not find the path.
Yeah, I think Shatty's got this. He just has to go back to where he was before, bomb north, and he'll be in the room right next to Zelda.
Yeah, I think Kingdahl realizes his mistake now. He's heading back up north, but it might be too little too late here.
Unless you can't bomb north there and it's actually a different magic staircase, it looks like this game belongs to Shatty.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many places left you can bomb here.
He's gonna bomb east.
There
that
it is.
Work.
There's
bomb
one.
North. That one works.
Oh gosh, hold on.
But there's no. What?
This is insane right now.
Haven't we been in some of these rooms? Oh no, wait,
No,
we haven't. This is. You gotta go up and around this way.
There we go.
Yeah,
we gotta go up and around. That's gonna do it. Oh my god!
From the room south of there.
There it is.
No, there it is.
Kingdahl finally finding the path, but one way in, one way out. What a 9 comeback for Shatty.
The winner is Shatty, with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 36 seconds.
That race was insane because from the moment Kingdahl found that bomb hole in level 7, He had a commanding lead here, and then just level 9 did level 9 things, and Shatty able to come back with the comeback. That is one of the comebacks, one of the greatest comebacks you're going to see in this tournament, in this randomizer. And unfortunately, over here for Kingdahl, we have that, oh crap, I need more bombs yet again. And Kingdahl in IRC saying, can you spare me some bombs? I think that's the goal for everybody. This seed, oh my god. And with that, we've got a Shatty in chat with us, so yeah, I really just take it. It's all you.
Yeah, man, that was hard.
Yeah, so bombs turning out to be the key play here in this seed. But going back to everything here, when you go into level 6 and near the end there, and you find out it's the magic boomerang, after finding the silver arrows in 3, you've got level 4, level 7, and level 2. What's going through your mind knowing that you have to get the power bracelet to get to 2?
Yeah, I had no idea, because I thought I was ladder blocked in 7 and ladder blocked in 4, and I knew 2 was power bracelet. So when I saw the boomerang, I was thoroughly confused. I just knew I missed a bomb hole somewhere, so then it was just load up on bombs and go find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this seed was crazy because Kingdahl found that bomb hole quite a bit ahead of you, and he had about a 10 to 15 minute lead on you in 9. So I definitely suggest, you might want to turn your headphones down a little bit when you watch, because I might go a little crazy, but you definitely have to go back and watch this race, because just us talking to you about it here isn't going to do it justice.
Yeah,
I felt like I was in 9 forever, too, so...
Yeah, but, one thing you didn't do in 9 was check that room just to the right of the start of the old man room. If you had, you would have found a hint telling you. You did?
Yep, we got that.
You saw that too?
Yep, everyone saw that hint.
Oh, okay. I didn't see him get it.
Yeah, I think we were too busy watching Kingdahl play not find the bomb hole, but find the bomb droppers.
Yeah. Now, you didn't have the compass telling you the exact room. Kingdahl eventually did.
Yeah. Once I got northwest, I figured it was a staircase somewhere. It was just a matter of finding the right one. And then when I died to that Patra, I just was very upset. And then I got back up there, and I didn't have any bombs.
Yeah, you gotta be thinking to yourself, wait, I'm dying to this Patra, that death's gonna cost me. Then you got a bombs, no, the bombs are gonna cost me. There's gotta be thinking like, how am I still alive? How am I not, how have I not lost this yet with all the different ways you could have been sniped there?
Yeah, it was just crazy. I couldn't stop dying. I just died a lot early on.
And this final path to Zelda has a lot of key doors, but the any key was so easy to get. I mean, this could have very easily also been the key block seed, but nope, any key, nice and easy. And Kingdahl finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, 40 seconds.
Yeah, that in general. So you are going to be heading on over to the next round here, Shatty. You're getting Geocrast in the next round. So Geocrast has already gone through and taken a couple of big names. He's already beaten the number 1 seed, Chest Jerk. So what are your thoughts going into the matchup against Geocrast?
Yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the tournament while I'm still in it. I'm sure it won't be easy. I mean, there's no easy matches left, so...
Yeah, no, good thing for you guys down here is you're still on the bracket flags. You guys don't get to elevate to the Elite 8 flags for another couple of rounds, so at least you can still get to focus on these flags for right now.
Yeah, that next flag set's pretty wild with the ±4.
Yeah, absolutely. So any other questions you have for Shatty, CCX?
Nah, I can't think of anything.
All right, anything else you would like to say, Shatty?
GG to Kingdahl, and thanks to you guys for putting this on. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was definitely a race. I'm happy to be on the call for this one. So if this race got all the juices flowing and you want more Zelda 1 Randomizer, we have got 2 more races for you tonight. Right here on Speed Gaming 2 at 9:30 Eastern, we've got Sky Bills versus Kiss My Afro card. That's going to be an amazing one. And you heard me earlier mention the number 1 seed Chess Jerk. Well, he's also going to be in action today. That's going to be over on Randomania at 10 p.m. And that is Matrick versus Chess Jerks. We've got 2 extremely high-quality matches coming your way tonight. So please be sure to tune in for that. And with that, on behalf of our entire team here, Feasel behind the scenes at Speed Gaming, making all of this possible, both of our runners, Shatty and Kingdahl, our tracker behind the scenes, Fury SK, my partner here in the broadcast booth, CCX, I am the Greenleaf Effect, reminding everybody to keep hailing and have a wonderful afternoon.
Good day, everyone.